What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classic Climb blog, coming to you from North Carolina. Yes, it's a little early. It's not 5 o'clock, our usual Freedom Friday time, but we got fish fries and beach to attend to. So let's get it started, y'all. I want to really start the top of the show off with everybody saying, Erica, why do you put the countdown on the channel and on your Instagram post? Because every day you have to remind people what you have, what products and services you have. A lot of you were complaining about, I'm not making enough sales. And I go, are you every day talking about your product and service? Are you every day letting people know that there's events coming up in your life? If they don't know about it, they can't do anything about it. Now we're gonna kick these off with call it the state of emergency, or call it the strategy hour. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this right here, because it's we got sponsors, baby. We got bills to pay at this channel. So you know what I mean? We gonna kick it off. Right. Hold on a second. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. First on the target board. Now you already know I'm gonna tell you about the boat party. Okay. Already you know me. I'm talking about the boat party is August 19th and 20th. I've got some clips from the winery. I think I posted it earlier. You guys may love it. It's gonna be amazing. And just from yesterday, we had like I think 10 ticket sales come in. We've got it capped. It's capped. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But we're going to talk about it every day because this is my business. It's my love. It's my life. A lot of y'all talk about chasing women every day, chasing men every day, chasing money every day. Like, I'm going to talk about my business every day because I love it. Okay. So yes, the boat party is still up. The links are still up. You still can hop in. Any issues, reach out to our staff. We'll get those messages out to you, get the links out to you. Tax lien course is still out there. We've been talking about it for 7 years. We're going to keep talking about it, right? We keep adding new content to the course. We added some stuff in around Georgia on there. We're going to add some more stuff later this weekend. We talk about our business every day because I know it's changing lives. And also, I literally look inside the comments and y'all be like, is the link up here? Where the link for the boat party? We've been talking about it for 80 days almost. Is this up here? Where the link for Andy's boot camp in Florida? And we've been talking about it for 30, 40 days straight. So when we know that, I'm gonna have to keep doing it because I realize, you're gonna have to tell people every day. So literally, people always say, Erica, how do I get started in real estate? How do I build? How do I build? This is the intro here. Scale It Up Summit, Panama, 2022. Guess what? They've got a Memorial Day sale for 4 days. You ask how to get in the room with people that's making money, investing money, buying properties overseas. This is the room. These are the people. Okay. You're talking about people with money. You're talking about people with social media influence. You got 3 or 4 people coming on stage that have 1 million people on their Instagram. I don't even got 1 million people on my Instagram. Okay. You got people on here, number one options trader gonna be on stage, right? You're talking about multiple streams of income. Talking about how to navigate and investigate cryptos, NFTs, 9 other asset classes in your business. They got a tour, an exclusive. Now, this part, I think y'all didn't notice it, but we're going to tour some investment opportunities in Panama. They got some kind of trip. We're going to get on the bus and we're going to go see this place, okay? So you get to scale your business and balance your life, and you get to craft a concentrated plan to achieve your goals. Again, here's some of the keynotes. You got Matt the mortgage guy. Ben X just bought a 150-acre farm in Georgia. You got this guy's called the Zillow Killer. He's a big wholesaler. The guy at the right is a huge stock market trader. Lady up there is real estate. I mean, several of these ladies build real estate. I mean, from the ground up. You got some new people coming. They didn't update this fit picture, but I can go find it. There's some more people on this picture. They just changed it, but it's gonna be in Weston, Playa Bonita, Panama, all exclusive. Now, when does it mean when it means all inclusive? It means they got breakfast for free. They got the dinner for free. You know what I'm saying? All inclusive means the food is there. So a lot of times people go, okay, I don't know if I can go. Listen, it's complimentary beverage when you walk in, breakfast, lunch, dinner, unlimited alcohol and premium alcohol drinks, wine by the glass. You got a snack station and ice cream parlor available daily. You got wireless internet in your guest room. All restaurant gratuities, housekeeping, bell staff. Okay, you got complimentary use of the health fitness gym. You got a jacuzzi, steam bath. Look at this water. Okay, I just want you to understand, like, all inclusive means you're gonna eat good, you're gonna live good, and you're gonna get in the pool good, and then you get to hang out with some folks. Okay, and again, Panama uses the United States dollar as its currency. So, you ain't going to be out there counting pennies and dollars and shekels and coins. You going to be at the place where the things to see and do are here. Meet and greet on Tuesday. Okay. July the 5th. All right. Meet and greet mixer 6 to 8 p.m. General build session 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday. I think I speak on Wednesday. Y'all ain't gonna lie to you. General session is span 10 a.m. to 2 and VIP dinner 6 to 9 p.m. General scale, again, you have build, you have span, and then you have scale. So first day technically is build, second day is expand, third day is scale, right? Pricing, okay? So again, right now, with the $66 off, Memorial Day sale, right? General admission, $197. Over here, VIP, meet and greet, all general sessions, event swag, morning workout, farewell party, private Facebook group, $397. Okay, you got over here everything and some extras. Take some photos, photo ops with speakers and guests, all kind of stuff. You know how they be doing. Free business audit, event recordings, VIP concierge service to the airport gate with fast custom service, $497, y'all. And let's say you home and you can't see none of it, you can get a social pass. You can watch all of it for $222. But if I were you, I'd be there. All right, it happens in 38 days. It's gonna be litty McLit. It's gonna be lit. Okay. So again, go over this website, check it out for yourselves, you guys. I just know a lot of times people say, well, I can't find people. I'm looking in my town for people to do business with and do this stuff. Stop looking for your cousin Benny who just got out of jail to do business with. Interact with the people that can do it. And here's the link in here. Right, go. Here is the link. Okay, in the chat. Okay, it's already in the chat. Any of the moderators can post it. I don't care. I don't get paid $1, right, off of affiliate marketing in this way. My part is already paid, right? My bookings and all that stuff is already paid. But I want to share this with y'all because a lot of times people talk about they want to go overseas, they want to interact with new people, they want to travel with new people. This is how you do it, baby. This is how you do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the show. We're 7 minutes in. I'm gonna remind myself to clip that because that was fire. And so I want to clip that. I'll make its own little video for them. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get that off the screen. Let's switch it up because, I usually start with my monologue, but let's go ahead and go to the monologue. So many of you see the title of the video and I'm calling it State of Emergency. Now, why is it a state of emergency? And this is part of kind of some of the economic speech I'm going to have when I get down there to Panama. Not necessarily. It's way tweaked when I get down there. But I want you to understand, again, I told you about the 3 classes. We have the choosing class, the settling class, and the stuck class. You do not want to be stuck right now. You do not want to be stuck right now. There's no reason for you to be stuck right now, right? And people are getting y'all gassed up. But prime example, someone said, hey, man, the foreclosures went up 478%, which we're going to address that. We're going to address that. That's one of my first things I want to talk to y'all about. We talked about it on here. That yes, 1.6 million people are in foreclosure, right? Are starting the proceedings. But what did I tell you last time when we talked about this? When I talked about, and this is blackknightinc.com. This is, if you're any of my digital real estate students, all these are blogs, y'all. Okay, this is a blog as well. The Real Deal Real Estate News is a blog. They charge for advertising spots. That big banner on top, all that has been charging for spots. This is actually, you pay $39 a month to be inside this blog here. Okay, you get some freebie stuff, but the real deal stuff behind the paid wall is better. And I think y'all in digital real estate class, y'all not paying attention, but they making money off these blogs still. Trust me. Companies are marketing. You see all the ads rolling on the side and in the side of it. And also they got staff writing. They pulling up people writing left and right. Okay, so we'll talk more about that in another thing though. But let's get back to Black Knight. This is Black Knight. This is the April 2022 mortgage data, right? So there's like, here could the foreclosures. Here's the deal. We're in an appreciation boom. There should be no one in foreclosure because common sense would say, I'm going to sell my house and keep it pushing because I have all this money I can gain from it. Now, but here's the issue. If they took any of those deals, the moratorium, those fees got to be paid at closing and they know it. Now, here's the thing too. Where is somebody going to go? You meet some people out here, where are they going to go for the same equivalent house? They're not going to go nowhere. And also, a lot of people are reactionary. They're waiting to the very last minute where they have to make a decision. Oh, I don't want to lose the house, and the husband and wife are arguing. That happens. So a lot of times we're seeing this again. What did I tell you? It takes 941 days. What is 941 days from now? Hold on. 941 days from today.
December 23rd, 2024 falls on a Monday.
All right. So again, you see it, December 23rd, 2024. So when people saying, oh, Erica, it's going to be a crash in real estate because of all these foreclosures in 2023, we already know the average foreclosure takes 941 days. So let's say they got it today. They got their document today. They're going back and forth. They're going back and forth. We gonna see the outcome of this in 2024. Okay. So let's just get it together here. Some of y'all losing y'all mind on the internet, and really it's just a way to get y'all hyped up. But again, you had people here in this article, this data and analytics goes over, this is offset with strong improvement among borrowers who are 3 or more payments past due, with volumes falling to 8% month over month. So you have, when people try to talk to me about, oh, Erica, I wouldn't want to buy a house in this market, or I'm just gonna stay renting an apartment. I'm sorry, you don't pay your rent for 3 months, you out, baby. The moratorium on apartments is out. You don't pay your rent in 30 days, you are out, baby. Okay. These people are going to be in these homes for up to 3 years, not paying nothing. Now, I don't know about you. Things happen to families. I don't want to seem like I don't have any feelings for people. Things happen. Strokes, heart attacks, accidents, stuff, jobs, car accidents. But in 3 years, do you think you could turn your life around? Well, you ain't paying no rent when rent is your biggest expense. You're not paying the mortgage for 3 years. There's people in Maryland, Detroit, and several places that didn't pay rent or mortgage payments for 5+ years. They've been showing documentation where they finding all these people that ain't paid mortgage for 5 years and their life is still terrible. That's a mindset thing. Because if you ask them, we just need a break. Okay, you've had a break for 5 years. Where's the improvement? Okay, so again, if you keep going through here, you can look all through here. And Black Knight Inc. is actually on the stock market exchange as BKI. Now let's stroll up. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Is that bigger? Put a 1 in the comments if that's bigger. If not, we do what we do. Okay, so this is the total U.S. loan delinquency rate. This means loans that are 30 days or more past due, but not in foreclosure, right? So that, as you see the trend line right here, this is the past 12 months. Can everybody see the trend line? Put a 1 in the comments. I'm trying to make this as big as possible. Maybe I can make it bigger. Let me see if I do this. That's big enough. Y'all can see that. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and go. So you see, as the trend line, it started off high and now it's slowly going down, and it's in the green, right? It's down 39%. People are paying, the people are not late anymore, right? People are back to work. So total U.S. foreclosure pre-sale inventory rate went up 2%. Do you see that? Overall for the year, 13%. It's in the red over here, but look at where it was. It was chilling. Past 12 months, it's been chilling. Over here, total U.S. foreclosure start. See the red right there? The red little dot. Let me see if I can roll the mouse on the screen. So it's been negative. So really, look at the number, 21,000. So out of 300 million Americans in America, there's 21,000 people who have paperwork started this month. I'm not trying to downplay the foreclosures, y'all, but we did a whole video pulling this apart, where they are trying to convince you that everything's on fire, the world's falling apart, and this is a sign. Okay, this is a sign 21,000 people didn't get their money back right after the pandemic. That's what it's a sign to me of, right? Am I wrong? 21,000 people? I'm not saying we shouldn't be concerned, but I am thinking, like, y'all going wild over this number? I've seen worse numbers. So again, let's keep going through monthly repayment. Perfect, right? People are paying their monthly payment, prepayment. There are foreclosure sales at percent of 90 plus. That's up 224, 28%. I'm not going to downplay it. But again, look at the number that started. 21,000, right? So again, we just want to, like, I really understand the fear marketing that many of y'all are people are playing out here. I get it. I mean, I understand it. I'm a marketer. I'm gonna talk about my business and market all day. But 9 times out of 10, these people are doing this because it makes sales, right? It makes news. Oh yeah, everybody's foreclosing, everything's wow. And you're sitting there like, but that the numbers don't show that. Because they don't, right? Because they just don't really. So anyway, let me keep on going. You can scroll up here. Now you can see these by the numbers. Numbers of properties that are 30 or more days due, but not in foreclosure. Almost 1.5 million. And that's been holding steady. Change year over year, it's been 1 million people that, that was the change, right? And really that came from what, y'all? That came from the pandemic, right? Where people were like, I can't pay my bills. Okay, so let's keep going. Number of properties that are 90 or more days past due, but not foreclosure. Again, where can you be in an apartment for 90 days and there's no document getting ready to put you out? Where? Tell me the apartment that you can stay in for 90 days and they not even ready with getting the paperwork ready. So there's 640,000 people who ain't paid their mortgage in 3 months. And let's just do a basic. Let's say your mortgage was $1,800 times 3. They sitting on an extra additional, 6 to 7 grand in their pocket, and they not even getting ready to be put out. None of that. Number of properties in foreclosure pre-sale inventory, 173,000. Number of properties that are 30 days or more past due or in foreclosure, 1.6 million. So again, the paperwork, we're in the paperwork stage. Again, we just told you paperwork stage lasts 941 days. So these same 1.5 million people, what's going on in their life? That's what I would really love to talk about, right? Now let's scroll down some more. The top 5 states where people are lacking in them payments. You dig what I'm saying? Top 5 states with non-current. Okay. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Oklahoma, West Virginia. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. But what do we have to say about those states? Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Oklahoma, West Virginia. Those are a lot of manufacturing. Those are a lot of truckers. Those are a lot of coal. I mean, let's just go oil field. Okay. Bottom 5 states: Montana, California, Colorado, Idaho, Washington. All right. Top 5 states with 90-day plus delinquency. Now let's look again. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Maryland. That's a surpriser. And Arkansas. What do those states have in common? Now, Maryland's kind of a throw out the loop there because there are people that make money in Maryland, but there is parts of Maryland that's just struggle bus. Again, I mean, y'all, I don't want to bore y'all to death with this stuff, but y'all can study all this stuff. Y'all can look all this stuff up. These companies are essentially blogs that collect data. Now, this company is more than a blog. I mean, they collect data and they're on the stock market. But if you go to their homepage, it's essentially a daggone blog. It's a data reports and industries. I mean, they got loan servicing system, loan originator system. They have the data. So when the government tries to tell me about inflation and this and that, nah, man, nah. This right here has the data. You want the data? You want it? It's here. You want to learn what state to invest in and not invest in? It's here. You dig? This is the one. Okay. Let's go on over here. Same thing with the real deal. This is the news. You want to go residential? Houston housing payments up. Oh, quit it. All the ads. This is ads. They're getting paid from this. Okay, let me scroll down. And this is just Houston. I just click residential, and what's highlighted? Dallas firm to build 800 more apartments. Real estate platforms loose the noose on Texas ranch. I don't like how they worded that. That's very sketchy. Anyway, low inventory, high prices continue to impact Houston market. Houston housing payments up 50%. Again, we had LRA Movement on here who bought his house, and he told you, he was telling his coworkers like, hey man, like I'm buying this house, you should buy now. Right? We even had when I went on Dave's show the other day, and that's House Rich Dave. out of Dallas. He was saying how he bought this house with his wife, and they could not figure out why the houses across the highway, were over $100,000 more than their house. Well, look up 5 years later. Now you got the ladies LGBT golf tournament place building there, other headquarters building over there. This is why it's important for y'all to, when people sit here on this internet and try to convince you not to buy a house. I don't trust nobody that convinces a black person not to buy a house. I don't, because they'd be like, Erica, it's in New York, or it's the market, it's Miami. Y'all, I've just seen this again. We just went over foreclosure numbers. Tell me where somebody's gonna give another black person 941 days to get their life together. Where? Only if you own your house can you do that. Only if you have stake in a home can you do that. You can't do that with an apartment. You can't do that over your grandma's house. You can't do that over your cousin Vinny's house. But if you keep waiting, you get into these places where now the prices are higher. Now you got to move further out. And I don't know how you're going to afford gas and drive from Katy to into downtown Houston. I don't know how you do it. You're going to have to get a different job, right? So here, another one. Developer to build 400 apartments in Princeton in First Texas Project, and they're out of Toronto. So you got somebody coming from Canada building projects in Texas. This is why when y'all sit here and argue with me about home ownership and stuff, I don't even argue anymore. I don't have time to convince, because this is why I'm focusing on building new construction, because people are packing their bags daily and coming to Texas, coming to Florida, and I'm going to go get some of them coins. And you're like, Erica, but, and here's the number 3 I had on here. Builders are abandoning their projects. I don't care what this hype master tells y'all on YouTube. I know he's over there hyping it up every day. There's a crash and there's this, there's that. Let me tell you something. These builders, to get just the entry level building of the permits and the getting that first, this is from a spec builder perspective, that first entry level stuff is very low. The bank and the hard money lenders are going to give you another $200,000. It's only going to cost you $70K to finish the house. If a builder is abandoning a project, he's some kind of special stupid, or he spent the money somewhere else, because they're literally giving you the cost to build the home. They're giving you everything you need as a builder and then some more money. The math is the math. This is why I'm telling y'all, go to Andy's boot camp. And later this year, join me. I think I'll be speaking on stage at Jerome Montanalo's event. I'm telling you the numbers, and this is why you see so many wholesalers. And I'm telling y'all, this is why I put government contracts in the description. You see so many wholesalers. Number 2 things they're doing right now is government contracts and housing. And you go say, how does that mesh? That doesn't make sense. Once you learn business as a business person, you can do anything. Once you learn that business requires some funding, some staff, systems, SOPs, you can go do anything. You just have to have your ducks in order and cleaned up. Listen, as long as you got breath in your body, DJ said it the other night, as long as you got breath in your body, you can start over and do something different. There's no reason our folks have to be on the bottom of the totem pole. There's no reason at all. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And you're going to say, well, Erica, these Airbnb people going to lose their shirts. They're not. There's a thing called luxury living. And I want you to, there's a couple people, I'm going to see if I can find their page and share it to y'all. These people buy a second vacation home because they're actually going to be in it. Keyword, what did I say? They buy. So they bought a home and they make that one a vacation rental. Maybe they build an ADU on the back. Maybe they have a 3-2 in the front, whatever. They build it for a vacation rental. The amount of money you're making off short-term rentals and families vacationing for a week at a time, you could literally pay those properties off in the first or second year, depending on the cost to build and buy. And so now that person, if there's a recession or depression, they don't care. They still are going to get people booking their property, maybe slower, but they're going to spend more time at their beach house themselves as well. This is why when people talk about, I remember Grant Cardone was booking like a 18-bedroom, 18-bath house in Colorado for a resort for winter vacation. He's like, oh man, that's so crazy. They're going to lose this house. And I'm like, but Grant, by the time you do the math, they done rented you this house for $20,000 for the week. So imagine they rent that house out for $20,000 for 4 months out of the whole year in Colorado. They have enough to pay that house off and go on about their business. This is the stuff y'all don't. This is the math that's people not mathing out here. Let me know if I lost some of y'all. I didn't really mean to go on a deep tangent there, but I was just like, these builders are abandoning houses. I'm like, no, they're not. They really aren't. There's 279 people here. What's up? What's good? I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just going on to a deep tangent. Every day, man. Sure, every day. Even. I mean, like, even if my friends with kids that have businesses, I get on the phone. I'm like, hey, how the kids? I start talking about the kids. They like, girl, let me tell you what happened in business today. I mean, it just is what it is. Oh yeah, the summit looks amazing. You got to. You got to. You got to go out and find your tribe. You got to go find your people. You got to go. The math, once you know the math on if you own the acre of land, like I went and found some land lots in Granbury for 10K, and I've told y'all about that. I've talked about that in my private classes. Like, once you do the math and you see how much it costs to do new construction, and they build small houses in Granbury, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Donnie Breeze, hey, would love to see you down there. Thank you, I appreciate it. Listen, I keep trying to tell y'all. Grant Cardone bought 2 houses. He bought a house in Florida for millions of dollars and one in California. And you know he left California, made a big stink about leaving California, and then bought a house off a Ukrainian multimillionaire. He's like, we're going to a renter nation. Y'all, listen to me. Apartments are starting to write in the contracts. You can't, you have to conceal carry. You can't open carry anywhere. You can't let people know you have a gun. You can only carry it to your car. You can't come in the office. You can't. Eventually, they're gonna say you can't even have guns as property. That's what they do with Section 8 in public housing. You can't have any firearms to protect yourself. That's why they were such hotbeds of violence, because nobody could have a shotgun, a gun in their apartment. No little old lady could have a gun in their apartment to defend themselves. Like, literally, y'all, that again, they're convincing you everybody's going to be renting. I don't want to rent. And there are a lot of people like, I think Dan allegedly was like, I don't understand what Brett's pressed to have a house. When you live, I'm in North Carolina right now. Houses around the corner, brand new house, new construction on a half an acre land was like 180,000. And my family was like, oh, that's too much. And I'm like, do you know how many people would kick an arm and a leg to get down here and buy that? Same thing in parts of Georgia where people are still paying 120K for a house, brand new, and they're saying it's too much. Well, go build your own house. I've seen people build houses from the ground up for less than 150. I've seen it. I know the numbers. There's a guy here on YouTube, and people are like, oh, that's because he's in Tennessee. And he's like, I bought the land from my neighbor for 30K, but this is the plan. He literally walks through the whole plan of the house. That's why I can't co-sign on this whole, well, I'm not buying no house, I'm gonna rent, I'm gonna wait till the crash. What are you talking about? There are over 2 million people in China, and I think about 1 million in India who already applied to come here in the summer and next year, in forms of visas, in forms of jobs, they are coming. They've been extremely locked down. They're going to come here and buy up these houses that you think are not worth buying. Good luck. Good luck. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't. Mm-mm. He bought a ranch in Virginia. I'm not even shocked. Listen. What's his name? Ty Lopez went out and bought multiple farms. Get out of here. Get out of here. Listen, there was a black man posted this thing saying black women don't buy no house. Ain't no man want no woman with a house. And a bunch of men came for him, like, and it went viral on Instagram and Twitter. They were like, woman, you might not get the man, you better get you a house. And he's right. We already have a supply and demand problem, period. Like, there's more men born white and black at birth, but by the time 18 comes, accidents, deaths, injuries, whatever, there's always, the numbers are always flipped. You know what I mean? And so when people be talking about that, I'd be like, it ain't guaranteed you're gonna get no man. Like, it ain't guaranteed for a lot of folk. So, get you that damn house. Anyway, let me see. What's up? What's up? I appreciate it. What's up? All right, let me finish. Let me go on what I had. Also, let me let me just say this. There's 289 people here. Hit the like button, y'all. I don't ask for much. The thing that reason I'm going over a lot of this over here on the real estate, I deeply on this channel, is people are struggling to make income. And I post all the time ways to increase your income. I put Kamoy's class up there. I put the technical writing. I put the diabetic test strips. All these different opportunities for you guys to make more income. The choice at this point is really for you. I put Diamond Dave up there. Sorry, DJ the Money Coach yesterday for you guys to do a assessment on your income, where you start, where you're standing. I think we have like $200 coaching special right now for like a consulting call for the next 10 or 12 people or something like that. I have to look at the email and see if we've hit the number yet. But the opportunity is out there. We're out there showing you step by step. We're here to, like, I'm stuck somewhere. Let me help you. All right. So Texas tax appraisers accused of violating privacy rules. Pay attention to stuff like that. Dallas Fort Worth market sending its agents into overdrive. I keep telling y'all, when people say, "Oh, they're not, it's too crowded in Dallas," they're gonna keep building in Dallas. Atlanta-based developer building 2 apartment communities in North Texas. Imagine that. He's in Atlanta, but he's coming to Texas to build. I am telling y'all over and over, the marketing department for Texas is so strong. It's just like Florida. The marketing department for Florida was so strong for years for retirees that they just went to Florida. They're like, I'm going to Florida. I'm going to Florida. And you'd be like, you don't know nobody down there. I'm going to Florida. Where you going to live? I'm just going to Florida. The marketing department was so strong for so many years for Florida. Golden Girls, they were like, we going to Florida. That's where all the old people are living and happening and connecting. And that's the thing, right? And so I'm showing you these websites and I'm showing you these things. And I know some of you come here and be like, who is this girl? I just stepped on here. Who is this girl? But I keep telling you, there's a lot of people I've never heard of, but I do my research. All right. That's the biggest thing I can strongly suggest to a lot of y'all. Ryan Stewman, who has written 13 books, is got a big company. You know, people come in his DMs all the time like, hey, let me help you write a book. Let me help you get on TikTok. And he's like, I'm already on there. And I'm going to say this, millennials and Gen Z, they're lazy. They ain't never heard of you and they too lazy to even research, right? I had somebody reach out to me the other day for something and I was like, girl, have you read my bio? You know what I mean? And I'm not even a big name, big name to even act like that. But I'm like, y'all, there are people who I literally talk to who are multimillionaires that got millions of views all over Instagram and Twitter. And honestly, it's like a brand new day. You ever heard of a rooster? Every day is brand new to the rooster? Because it is, right? They just have short-term memory, I think. But like literally, some people come on this internet and everything's brand new to them. They don't take these phones that are little computers and use them for anything. So when I hear these sob stories of people doing crime and drugs, I could only sell drugs. I could only do this. I'm like, you're a liar. This computer in your hand could show you anything in this world. You're choosing to not thrive. You're too lazy. And life, listen, if you're going to be dumb, you better be tough. That's just is what it is right there. So anyway, let me keep going. Let me see. What else? I don't really, I could talk about commercial real estate, but anyway. Let me see. Builders, government contracts. Let me see. Go over here. Okay, why did I talk about wholesalers going either to building or government contracts? And again, this is amazing. This is interesting. This guy right here, of all people, he kind of blew up because he basically had the Indian community really supporting him, and he like rose really quickly, which is always, you got to be careful because honestly, I'm guilty of it too. You build too much too fast, too many things going on, it messes you up, right? And again, it talks about Austin, how our rent's crazy. And really the fact is, a lot of people, if you come here with no skills, this ain't the city for you. This is very much a tech town, very much a musician town for talented musicians. And we're starting to have more Hollywood people live in certain parts. So again, we could talk about a lot of this. Texas Rangers to build apartments, $4 billion entertainment district. That's going to be in Arlington, Texas. Oh my. Y'all, I be on here. I get lost on here myself. Let me get focused. Let me get back focused. What I was trying to tell y'all was, why are wholesalers building building or basically going to government contracts. Because anytime there's any kind of recession or cries of depression or cries of, hey, we need somebody to do something about this, the government don't care. The government's like, okay, well, somebody assign a budget over there and go do that. That's what happened with the PPP loan. The government was like, all right, all right, all right. Just here's a PPP loan. They didn't think to put oversight over it. They didn't think to put extra people checking it out. So what did American people do? Hey, create a piece of paper, go get a bank account and get in here, right? And so what does the government's response to do anytime there's like a cry for what, like even the baby formula stuff and milk, there was I'll bring up his page here on Instagram here shortly. Let me see if I pull them up. And what happens is you're talking to people and they don't realize that the government don't care to do this stuff. They want to outsource it. Like most business people, can I just outsource it to somebody else? And a lot of you have great business ideals and great business ideals. You just need SOPs and more hands to tackle it. That's what you need. Period. That's what you guys need, right? And we'll talk. I think the live training this week in digital real estate is about Zapier, setting up Zapier for your company, which is automation. And also, I think this week we're, what was our thing this week? I forgot. I got to check my notes. I think it's something on building digital something. I got to go check. All right. So anyway, Austin leads the nation in home building. We still don't have enough though. We still have people going, 50,000 over for stuff. We just don't have enough. Again, Austin had 31.1 single family permits per 10,000 people. Who is that followed by? Raleigh, North Carolina, Jacksonville, Florida, y'all, Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Phoenix, Arizona. Now, if you talk to anybody in these people other than Jacksonville, I haven't heard as many cries. But Raleigh, North Carolina, Charlotte, oh, it's so expensive here. We can't make no money here. There's no housing. That's the cries you hear every freaking day. It's exhausting. Nashville has been over the top crazy for a minute now. But yeah, so let me get back to the other page. The reason is because this it's needed, right? We're negative 25 million homes essentially is what they requesting. But on top of that, wholesalers, how many people in the market now are not smart enough to go look at Zillow, to not go look on realtor.com, to not have some real estate agent calling their house, asking them, hey, are you interested in selling? And this how much I think your house is worth. So the old tactics of wholesalers, they still work. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm gonna bring up Ruffin here in a second to show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me pull it up here. I got two people I want to pull up for y'all. Pull him up first. I'm not even showing my screen, am I? Boy, I tell you, y'all. I need to go get lunch. There's 349 people here. Thanks for being here. Let me go ahead and share the screen. I'm not ignoring y'all in the chat. I'm just trying to stay focused. I got a little ADHD. If I don't have my medicine, I can't really focus. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Okay, so let me go ahead on here. Daniel Ruffin. Okay. TV, let me say it again, y'all. TV, radio, TV, radio, TV. If you have enough dollars in your pocket or just one credit card of 10K and you can run TV ads every month to your business, you too can be 25 years old. Like him and old boy out of Las Vegas, I'll pull him up too, where they all talk to each other and say, hey man, have you thought about running TV commercials? No, man, I ain't thought about that. Listen, you can run these late night commercials for so cheap. And I've showed y'all inside my classes. I think I'll do that this Wednesday. Zapier, and we'll show TV ads, radio ads, I think, for the digital real estate students. I think that's what we'll do for this Wednesday. Okay. Y'all remind me inside the Facebook group. What we'll do is we'll talk about it because this is how this guy blew up, right? Now, the best thing he just showed is this one right here. This is where he just did a deal in Austin, Texas, and bought 20 properties on like one street. They were duplexes, so it was like 10. Now, I'd already told y'all earlier this week we had a tornado in Austin, so stuff be tripping. Now, here's the kicker. This is how tight they had this loop. Okay, they just made $546,000 off 10 duplexes on one street in Austin, Texas. Now, common sense to me says, why didn't the owner sell these in a package? Right? And that's because we don't want a bunch of for sale signs. We don't want a bunch of investors running in our place. We want to do package deals. So when this company calls you and say, hey, we can do a package deal and buy them all at one time, this guy probably was willing to sell the package deal for less than what it was worth. So now he closes the deal, right? Signs. Immediately his friend, they already have somebody who's buying it for 4.5 million, right? So they buy it for 4, the guy's buying it for 4.5 million. Y'all, do you and I'm just telling you, how did he do this? Cold calling, but also the fact that his company's been going for strong 5 years. They've been running TV ads in different places. They've been making connections. He throws an event in Dallas every month where he brings a lot of the real estate folks together, and everybody talks and mingles and shares information. I've been twice, got Liddy drunk twice. I was like, that's enough. But you got to understand, like, this is how deals are made. This is how deals are made. Constant. So again, if you're a wholesaler, if you're telling me, well, I want to keep doing what I do, no problem. You can cold call for hours and hours of your life. You can hire 10, 20 cold callers out of Mexico, call all day and night. But the level, next level, TV ads, cheap TV ads. And I mean, and it's not as expensive. You think some of them are literally $800 for X amount of spots on TV. But yeah, go look at his page, go learn from him. Y'all, I'm telling you, why do people sell to wholesalers? Either they have hoarders in their house, or it's just inconvenient. And I can probably bet you money that Austin, Texas deal of 10 duplexes on one street, he just did not want to deal with multiple owners coming in and out looking at the property. He just want to do it in one big swoop. So again, this is equity cash offer. You can go look up his information. Again, go check it out. When you got a team of young Hispanic folks, and he's half black, half Hispanic, but it don't matter. This is Dallas Fort Worth area. You know what I'm saying? The team's going to be mostly Hispanic and black. You got a team out there making calls all day, doing deals all day, closing stuff all day. You can take down a whole state, man. You can take down a whole state. Okay. I hope that made sense to y'all. Let me go to the other dude. There he is. There you go. No. Hold on, pull up the hold on. Where you got the link at? Anyway, he just did a thing on government contracts. I'm gonna push it in here. Hold on, y'all. Trying to find his friend's name. Boy, I tell y'all, listen, you could be mad famous and still forget people's name. And I'd be like, yeah, you know that dude with a million people following his page? I don't remember. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, nope. Dang it, where is it at? Hold on. I think his name is AJ for government contracts. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. You know, when you live and you thinking you about to show somebody something and you can't even find it yourself. It's embarrassing. Messaging. Let me go here. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? How's this Friday treating y'all as I'm looking up this information? Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking our classes and our courses. I hope they've helped many of y'all. All right, here he is. Shit. Man, I keep trying to find something. Embarrass yourself on the show. There we go. Oh, yeah. Well, let me just go ahead and put this website. Boy, I tell you, when you want to do something for a show, you just can't even get yourself together. Well, it just is not going to happen today, I guess. It's not going to happen in our favor today. Oh, anyway, let me go and read some of your comments. Oh, man. Where are we at? Okay, yeah. Well, there's only so much educating people can do. You have to actually be in the market to be doing something. What's the link for the boat party? I'm trying to get with the happening crowd. Let me see. It should be in the chat, but if it's not, I'll put it in there. There we go. Boat party is here. I'll put the link inside the chat. There you go. Gotta have people. You gotta have people. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what most of the men said in the chat is like, no, she can rent her house out and she can move in with me, or we can go get a new house and rent both our houses out. Like that was most people's comments to the thing. Right. I mean, it is what it is. We bought more land. Congratulations. Bought a house back in 2012. Now it's valued at 3 times what I paid for. Thought about selling it. Probably makes sense, but keep it as a rental and purchase. I mean, listen, Todd, you can cash out refi and use that money and go on to your next project. But again, do what's smart for you. That's my whole thing. Don't wait until the cities are burning down. I mean, that's the thing. People don't understand that, like, 95% of America is rural. You can literally go 20 minutes out of some cities and be in rural. Electric being, I'm sorry, that's a lot going on. But guess what? In less than 2 years' time, I bet you can turn it around. Or you could even buy a piece of land and build from scratch, honestly. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Again, y'all, I get it. You need to go to a different neighborhood or have more income or build your house. I mean, literally, you can build your house from the ground up. The government must buy from government contractor. Yeah, it's a part of the rules. And part of what I was trying to show that I was getting frustrated because I couldn't pull up Kevin Jenkins' name, is that, I've brought on several government contractor folks to the channel, and people are like, well, I'm not going to pay for no information. And I'm like, you don't understand their business. You don't understand how literally this works. And people are like, well, I'm gonna just go struggle and be hard headed. And it's like, go do that, baby. But get off my channel in the comment section. We don't have time for that kind of energy. And I brought them on. I'll show them again up here. But the reason they're doing that is because a lot of times you talk to some of these wholesalers, the determination they have to make calls all day, cold calling, they need that to be a government contract person. That's it. There are people that are called procurement agents who what they do is just run around making phone calls and trying to close deals for y'all. Procurement, look up the word. Sure, you may know the word I'm trying to use. Procurement something specialist. But again, go look up his page. Go look up the information. You're going to have a ton of people who are going into government contracting. The reason why is the government does not care. The government does not have time to, well, my neighborhood needs more Pampers, needs more this. I bet you there's some kind of bill, law, money set aside, and it's already been in process. Go read your city's economic development plan. Most of the stuff y'all looking for is already there. When business owners talk to me, they want to get a grant and do all this stuff. I'm like, baby, go get a government contract. Go work with the government where you get guaranteed to get paid. Keep it pushing. But you'll see a lot more of that. I'm telling you on the horizon because I've sat in enough masterminds with people where they're telling you what they're doing right now. And a lot of these people that are veterans that became wholesalers, veterans that became business owners. And here's the thing. I talked about it in the previous video or 2 videos ago where I said, listen, you can't start 10 businesses. You can't. You just mentally, your bandwidth can't handle it. The people that are most successful, that's even made leaps and bounds past me in the 3 years, they've been focused on one thing over and over every single day. If you can't be that person that focuses on one thing every single day, you need to hire a business manager. And that business manager, again, I tell y'all, people love titles. 50 to 75K a year, or you're paying them $4,000 a month. They will come to work to your office every day and hit the hammer every day on that project. And you just got to have something that's measurable and trackable. How many government contracts did you apply for today? Oh, I applied for 10. 10 every day over the course of a year? Your staff member, 10 every day for 5 days a week. They Monday through Friday shift. That's what? 10 times 5 is what? 50? 50 times 4 times a month, 4 times in 4 weeks in a month is 200. 200 at 52, the 12 months of the year. Let's do the math. You're going to get some of them. And that's why I want people to understand, like, you can't start all these different business ideals. Really got to hammer on one and decide to delegate out to another person. And that's why when we talk about business credit and credit cards, I really hope y'all understand what the game is. The game is not to get business credit cards so you can go on vacations every week and stunt from Hawaii on Instagram. That's not the goal. If you sit in some of these masterminds I've been in, they literally go get a business credit card. One dude got one for $50K. He literally got it. All he did was get the office, get the dude in there, and that's all that dude did for months. Just government contracts, applying for them, making the phone call over and over again. And then, you know what I mean? And he was able to spend money on his social media and his marketing. It's the same with the wholesalers. These wholesalers that really ramp up, they got these PPC marketing, they got these TV ads. You can go crazy in this market. You really can. So, all right. Marcus Dennis said, Houston County, Georgia, Warren Robbins. There are currently 7 builders. Every home being built is sold. I closed on my home in September. No recession here. Marcus, as people that live in Texas marketing and Florida marketing is so strong right now. And North Carolina marketing is so strong right now that people are going to keep coming even 2-3 years later. Think about it. The best thing I can equivalent it to is Atlanta. You know, you still got some Negroes like, I still want to move to Atlanta. Man, I've been wanting to move to Atlanta for 10 years. Man, I've been wanting to move to Atlanta forever. And it's like, why? Because they keep hearing this ringing bell of Atlanta, right? Seattle is still going nuts. 100K bids. Crazy. That's my concern with credit repair. Businesses, SOPs, and help with the back end paperwork. That's the facts. It's the facts. My only issue in these southern states with all the land is racism. I want y'all to understand. Please stop with this scared Negro mantra. I've been more scared of white people in Boston. I've been more scared of white people in scary parts of Pennsylvania. I've been more scared of white people when I went to Upper New York than I've ever been scared of white people in my life in the South. We see the difference is y'all are so segregated in the North that y'all don't even live near white people. You go to work with them, but you don't even live near them. In the South, we live side by side. Like if you want to cut up, you got to come by and see me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we live so far away. And that's the difference. And a lot of people keep believing these old wives' tales. And yes, your parents and them and your family them ran north when it was extremely bad. But guess what? In the 50s and 60s, people were pow back. They were pew-pewing back down here. Go look up the NRA. The NRA in NRA and a lot of these places with the Gun National Rifle Association, they wanted to make money. And so they were in these black communities like, you need this rifle. You should buy it for your safety. I promise you. Like it's not come down here. People really get in those stories and that cracks me up. But anyway. I'm not trying to upset you, electric being, but I laugh when I hear some of that stuff because I've been more scared of white people in New York, Upper New York. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I had my gun. I'm so scared. What can I do? I'm going to have to just drive this car past this man. I'm in this restaurant. I got to get out of here. I've been more scared in New York, Upper New York and Pennsylvania than in the South ever. I was in Pensacola, Florida. Most people like, hey, sweetheart, how you doing, baby? Dude looked like a big old crazy racist bubble. He's like, hey, how you doing, honey? Again, y'all, I'm just going to say that. Okay. I'm in Phoenix area. Real estate is booming here. Congratulations. I want to see TV ads, also radio, creative sales, marketing network. That's how money's made. It really is. Let me see. Thank you. I've been doing something with the hair just because I wanted to give myself a mental break, and I just jump up and the hair's already done for the day. That's all. There is some of that. There is some, I would say, out in Georgia. Georgia's unique as far as they've been the, like when we talk about the tax lien course and tax lien certificates and tax lien deeds, they've been the old holdout. Like, we're not going to do it online. You got to come here to the courthouse and we want to see you put your bid in. And it's like, okay, Jethro. Sure thing. Hold up the South's growth here. So there is some old money, old rednecks still holding on, but then most some people is in their 70s, honey. That's, again, this is about economic powering. If you're someone leaving New York and you're gonna come down here and you have no skills, you have no economic ability, you have no credit cards, you have no finances, and you're at the mercy of other people, you're at the mercy of other people in New York as well. You in a bad situation either way. I'm loving the trail in here. The shockers and edges are aligned. Listen, we got edges, baby. Don't get it twisted. We've always had edges. Um, Let me see what else y'all got in here. So we can wrap this up. We're going on 55 minutes. You should buy land every day, all day, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know your situation. I don't know what city you're talking about. So again, book a consult call. We can go over it deeper. But again, I don't trust anybody telling you not to buy a house, not buy, and because every market is different. Like, literally, I could literally drive over to Macon, Georgia, and get a beautiful brand new house for 150. I can go to parts of Tennessee. I can go to parts of Florida. I can go to parts of Tennessee mountains and get stuff cheap. I can go freaking in the near the Gulf shores. I mean, there's so many prices in so many markets. So for somebody to come on the internet and be like, you shouldn't be buying a house, I don't trust them because they don't know all the markets. I don't know all the markets, and I'm a diehard digger into the market information. I had a friend sell her house for 400,000 in Austin, Texas. Went to Oklahoma, bought a brand new house for 220. Took the rest of the money, put it in their investments. I'm just telling you. Just telling you. They just quoted my client 300K to rebuild her house in Oklahoma. Is that a legit price? It depends, Purple Girl. It depends. Where is it at? Did she have a house fire? What did she have? Are they starting from a blank scratch canvas? You're talking about materials. You're talking about who's the GC, all that stuff. Procurement structure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, hyper focus on the one thing. Hyper focus on bringing in the revenue and the marketing for this business. So my family today couldn't understand why I didn't go with them to this lunch party because I was like, I have to do a video today because of my business. They're like, huh? You talk about doing videos? And I'm like, this is how I get paid. This is one of the ways that generates income to get paid. We send out emails, we do this, we do interviews, we do podcasts. I speak on stages for events. They still can't wrap their head around after 7 years of me doing this that these videos equal money. They still can't get it, right? So again, you have to focus on the one thing, even if you look crazy to everybody. I'm currently looking to buy a house. People would say that I'm crazy. I quit telling people. Quit telling them. Quit telling them. You really do. You got to hammer down and delegate what you can't do. There's so many things I realized in the last 2 years that I don't do well and I can't do and I don't want to do, honey, that I'm like, I'm literally hiring a person just to handle the shit I don't want to look at. I'm like, I don't want to look at that. I don't care. I don't care. Go through those records, dig through those numbers. I don't care. Um, and it's worth the money because it's worth the headache to get rid of it. Kathy Fields, this is usually what they're going to think. I started buying in rural areas because I could no longer buy in Long Island, New York. Guess what? The community thinks I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Do you know? And I really want y'all to understand this because vacation places are still booked. People still going on vacations. Criminals still doing what they do. Everybody's still doing what they do. And I want you to understand when you go in some of these smaller towns, it ain't no thing to put $50 in the Chamber of Commerce. It ain't no thing to put $100 on one of the events. It ain't no thing to put $100 on a few other activities. And now you the cat's meow in that town. And that's what people don't understand. There you go. I've experienced more racism outside of Detroit and Roseville. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are really in these conversations that don't make no sense to me. Hold on a second. Then they go like, "Do you want us to bring you back a fish plate?" Of course. I needed to be baked fish, but I'm gonna eat whatever you bring back. Depends on what you experience. I lived in both times and experienced a lot in the South. I promise you, as a military kid who's lived in Alaska, who's lived in Tennessee, who's lived in Andarum, Maryland, who's lived in Alabama. I'm talking about Birmingham, Huntsville, Hoover, Alabama. Lived in Florida. Brother lived in Germany. Experienced racism in Germany. He got hit by a dude in the car. Parents lived in Japan. Like racism is not this isolated thing, and it's real bad in the South. No, baby. White folks don't even care about us credit solutionists. Do you know how many times I've been to a country music concert and I'm out there just drinking beer, jamming? People are like, "What's up, girl?" I'm like, "What's up?" And I keep on going about my business. Nobody has bothered me. I went with a group of black girls to Nashville, Tennessee during CMA Awards, and white people are like, "What's up?" And come on going about their business. They are not thinking about us. They going on about their day. They thinking about going on boating trips. They going on about their life. Okay. They going on about their life. I just don't understand that. They really are. They don't even be bothered. They don't even be bothered. Be like, what? Go about your life. All over America. Thank you. There is. It's like, I don't want no drama because you'll bust me up over the head. Or I know you got a pew pew. I'm telling you, Asia, when I asked Asia, did she go to this place in North Michigan? Like north. It's got like beautiful trees and weather. She's like, oh no, I ain't been there. I ain't been there. I ain't been there. I was like, why not? You live in Michigan. You're like, I'm not going up there. I've been to Canada. And she was like, I'd rather go with you to Canada than go to that part. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one thing people in Florida be saying. White people, every people. How you doing, baby? So are you asking about Airbnb education? We've had on Kendra Barnes. We've had on tons of people. Like, again, this is the thing. This late to the game stuff. Pick up your phone and go search. Go pick up your phone and Google. There's countless Airbnb information. Only thing I'm focusing on, if you're here with Erica Williams, is Andy's boot camp to build houses June 11th through 12th, or you're dealing with Jerome to know how to build. Because build to rent and build to send out for vacations is really the only model. If you're trying to do Airbnb where you're renting somebody's apartment out, good luck. I'm not going to advocate for that because I already know where I work. I used to work in apartment management, and I know how we're changing the contracts right now to get some of y'all in trouble for wire fraud, bank fraud, because people pay their apartments with their cards. They're gonna get y'all jammed up. Don't even do it. Thank you. Don't believe the hype. They don't even deal with y'all up there. They don't even deal with y'all in New York. It's ridiculous. Connecticut. There you go. They don't mess with you because they're going about their business. There you go. In the South, you can get close but not big. It depends the area. In the North, you can get big but not close. That's the truth. You already know. You can start a blog today for very cheap, like $2. Go on namecheap.com. You can get a blog started today. Get a template in there and everything. Exactly. I mean, exactly. When I was in Baltimore, I wasn't worried about no white people messing with me. Come on now. Tennessee is a great state when Texas and Florida are full. I know. Rural and rent in rural areas increased. I'm telling you it because they already know your psychology. I'm in Austin and I'm meeting people who lived in Austin for a long time in their life and they moved all the way to Liberty Hill, which is a solid hour outside of Austin. So if I'm in my mind watching y'all move further and further out, what am I do? I'm just gonna build a house further out and rent it out to you because I know you're looking for $200, $300, $400 break in rent. I don't really lose anything because I went to a cheaper area, built the property, rented to you. I know you not wanting to leave because it's a brand new property. There's these duplexes I saw on 2848 going to Killeen. And he got 5 acres and he built a row, like a little row of duplexes, brand new. I will bet you money those tenants will not leave for 5 years because they got little sheds in the backyard. They're brand new construction. That husband and wife, or the wife with kids, or the woman with kids, they gonna stay there as long as possible because it's brand new. They can bring their friends over. They got a backyard. Times are good. We can stabilize. People don't want to move that way, y'all. People are very chill and don't want to move if they don't have to. They want to stay somewhere for a long time. So now they done moved out to a rural area thinking they saving money. But to you, the person that's been in this rural area, it's more money. That's the joke. That's why when people say, Erica, why are you looking out in this place, or why are you over here? Listen, I'm gonna partner whoever I need to get the St. Pete cool thing, cool. But then I'm gonna come out here in Salado, Temple, Oakwood, Granbury, middle of nowheres, and build it up, because you could own 100 properties in some little small town and you are the big catfish daddy. That's just how it is. William, you're in Rosewood right now, Roseville right now. Are you okay? Are you safe? Look, go to Metrion, LA, where David Duke lived, right next to New Orleans. There you go. I'm from Alabama, and I can honestly say I've never experienced racism growing up. Yes, I was the only black person in white areas, but we went to all public schools together. Yeah. Erica, certain other groups. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't. We don't even want to talk about that. Talk about the wealth in group homes. Listen, there's a young man. It depends on if he feels like it. I would love for him to come on and talk about group homes in Dallas, but he may never feel like it. There's money to be made in group homes. Our family used to do really good in group homes until North Carolina changed some of the rules, which didn't make sense to us because in North Carolina, the kids that came out of the group homes had better grades, just better everything. They were much more calm. And then all of a sudden they changed. Oh, they need to go to these facilities. And I was like, you got them stacked up in these facilities where they are more fully filled with anxiety. They're more stressed out. They're more depressed. They have all kind of disorders than leaving them in a group home where it's more like a home setting. And they can go to a regular public school and nobody knows that they don't have parents. You know what I'm saying? It's very crazy. So, oof, California. I mean, listen. And this is why I want y'all to understand this. The reason I keep talking about real estate so heavily, why is there such a marketing campaign to convince you to rent? If 60% of black people are renters, and I just showed you if 5 million of us buy houses, literally the wealth gap disappears. Why is that? There's money in keeping you a renter. I know right now, if I build some properties near Salado, I will probably get 3 or 4 white tenants or Hispanic tenants that will live there for 5 years. Years. Because it's brand new, because they're trying to escape higher income costs. That's 5 years of money coming in my pocket. So when people out here trying to convince you day and night with a flashlight, you should rent. Come rent this beautiful apartment downtown. Like there's these $1 million condos in Austin on the water. And people say, oh, I'd never pay that, Erica. It's insane. I said, but right across here is these apartments. To get a 2-bedroom apartment looking at this same water costs $5,200 every month. You're paying the same thing, except you'll actually own this condo and can do what you want with this condo. Okay. Jacksonville, Florida. Same thing with Jacksonville, Florida right now. Number 1 home ownership for Hispanic Americans is in Jacksonville, Florida. If you notice, the real poor white people, the trashy ones, are the ones to watch. Rich white people do not care. This is facts. Wealthy white people don't care about you. They going about their day. It's the guy or girl that's thinking you're doing better than them somehow is what they mad about. Exactly. Tennessee transplant from Texas. Chattanooga rent is increasingly dramatic, like other states except for Florida, where rent increases just insane. Yeah, Chattanooga, I know several people there. I tried to get some investments there. Could not get on there. I don't have no opinions on it. I ain't gonna have none for a while. I'll have more maybe later this summer. RV trailer parks. Listen, when I'm on here telling y'all about getting land, you can do whatever with the land. You can make an RV park. You can make a trailer park. You can literally stack on stack on stack. Look at America and look at them trailer parks. Let me show you if I used to have this chart. Let me see if I have it. Mobile Home Elite used to show it all the time. Mobile home parks. Let me wrap this up. Mobile home parks in America. Need like a map. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, well, anyway, there's some articles talking about why mobile home parks are disappearing, and it's because less places are approving them. It's a loss for municipalities; they get less taxes off of them. That's why it's such a hard market to buy them because it's hard to get them. Let me go back here. Let me get you a map. Trying to get a map. Mobile home park map. Hold on. Let's just show Florida. Is there a map? Can I get a map? Hold on, y'all. Sorry. You know, when you're trying to do something live, you're trying to show something cool, you know what I mean? You can't even get the dang thing up. Anyway, there is over 1,600 mobile home parks in Florida. I just want you to understand that. I am trying my hardest to get this map and I cannot get it. It sucks. Let me tell you how many mobile home parks are in Texas. Okay, 1,600 in Florida. We got over 5,176 mobile home parks in Texas, which makes us number one. Okay. See if that gives us a map. Excuse me, I apologize. How many are in North Carolina? Too many. I already know. North Carolina has over 2,745 mobile home parks. Now, anyway, why am I telling you about this? Because people are saying, Erica, you know, people don't want to live in mobile home parks. There is a great guy, Chris Roon. I think that's his name. He's a Louisiana boy. Yeah, here he is. I'm gonna share my screen in a second. Hold on, y'all. I think he done shaved that head, the hairline getting all the way back. Now he's keeping it. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Wrap this up. There's 416 people here. Hit the like button. Y'all know I love talking about real estate. I can talk about it all day, but we do have to wrap it up. Okay, so this guy's real estate Rune, however you say it, Chris Rude, and he's big on mobile home parks. He even has a hat that says "Make trailer parks great again" or whatever. And he's really cracks me up. He talks about don't be trying to buy me no lunch. Don't be trying to buy me no coffee. I don't want your coffee. And he just has good energy because he just don't play, right? Um, and again, it's just I think you guys would enjoy his conversation. My biggest thing is pointing y'all to people who I think do great. That's all. And he talks about real estate a lot. He talks about mobile home parks all the time. So you go and check that out for yourself. Let me finish y'all comments and get on out of here. Group homes, they just changed the laws. That's all. I mean, they changed it. And people tried to fight, and they couldn't. I live in Las Vegas. New homes being built to rent for only 2,300. There you go. Erica, my family is looking at foreign real estate with the movements, expats, and business class. Congratulations. Just got permission to open up a mobile home park or RV park in rural communities in the South. Congratulations. Own or be owned, yeah. Lots of money in assisted living. Y'all have to understand if over the next 15 years, 10,000 baby boomers are retiring every single year, every single day for the next 15 years. Some of these people gonna have to live in assisted living, mobile home parks, trailer parks, RV parks, cheaper stuff. Shame, blame, explain doesn't work. I know I'm going through it right now. It's the age of feelings, not facts. Yeah. Like, there's a t-shirt this guy had called F Your Feelings. I wanted it, but I was like, I can't do it. I saw some new condos in San Antonio for under 100K, but the HOA was $1,500 a month. Is that normal? That's probably so. Here's the problem with me. There's a problem with condos in general and HOAs when they build these buildings, y'all. Sometimes they don't build them right, or they're so old they're going to need so much repair. They can't rate. They can't. How can they get the money to repair the building through the HOA? That's what they're doing. through the HOA. And so that building probably has a lot of structural damage. If you look at, I mean, I'm not trying to scare you, but if you look at the one in Florida that collapsed, all of a sudden they were like, y'all, it's $800 a month for HOA. They're like, what are y'all trying to do? They thought they were trying to get them out the building and, sell the building, which I think they were as well. But two, if the building has issues, structural issues or problems, they have to split the bill across all the neighbors. That's why I will never, I'm very on condos, and I'm very on HOAs. Very on it. Don't trust it. Facts. They want to keep people permanent class 10. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say black appraisers. We don't even have enough black appraisers. You got mostly white appraisers, right? Like, that people gonna find some reason. My boomer dad don't want a mess of a home anymore. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people get older, they don't want to deal with it. So there will be a lot of older baby boomer housing, but that's my whole point is like if you got kids, I've seen people with kids try to be living in apartments. It's nonstop noise. It's like, baby, that ain't gonna work. People keep saying that, but here's the thing. It's like Huntsville has been hot for 10 years and it still ain't hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be funny with y'all, but like Huntsville, Alabama, everybody who's ever been in a real estate investor, not trying to be disrespectful to y'all, but if you actually been doing this for 10 years, Huntsville, Alabama's been on the radar for 10 years. It's been over invested, honestly, in my opinion. Huntsville, Houston, Texas, Oklahoma City, Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. If you've been anybody with two teeth in a brain, they've been on the radar for 10 years and ain't blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like there's stuff going on there, but I just don't. I'd have to go see it more because I know Lane invested in like 4 or 5 apartment buildings there. When my mom was there, she was like, "Should we buy something here and rent it out?" And I was like, I don't know, because she's military, and I was just like, I don't see it. I may need to go look at Huntsville again. I just know when we drove from Birmingham to Huntsville, my mom had got a flat tire, and literally a white man stopped on her and said, "Please don't stop here, ma'am. Please keep driving. You have no flat tires on this BMW. Please just keep going until you get to Huntsville. It's just not safe in these areas." And he was a white dude, a tow truck driver. He was like young and he was nervous. And I was like, oh my God. Like there's still parts of Alabama that are like that level racist. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I need them to figure out what's going on that in between town and get that cleaned up before I get out there and invest in any kind of thing. Like Huntsville itself is fine. We have 2 cousins or 1 or 2 family members down there in Huntsville now working GS military position. They love it, but they always talk about they never go outside of the town or they just fly to wherever. I'm like, that's insane. Like I shouldn't have to fly. 20 billion. I could believe it. That's what I'm saying. 90% of appraisers are white. That's been kind of the issue in some places. Thank you, Caleb. Caleb Bryson for the quote of the day. We run an appraisal company in North Carolina. There are less than 100 black appraisers, the whole state. Less than 100. That's insane. And now y'all are making those rules where appraisers have to follow somebody around and stuff. Get out of here. That's crazy. 2K rent is the new normal. It really is. People don't want to hear that though. Because people really want they want to have a top-notch apartment, never have any issues, it always cleaned up, and then they want to pay $500. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. My mortgage is $1,200 and I'm grateful closed 2 months ago and NCB with new construction. Congratulations. I sit here and tell my family all the time, I'm like, hey, let's take these 2 acres of land that we don't do nothing on over here. Let's build 4 houses on them. Oh, I don't know, Eric. I'm like, okay, y'all just sell it to me and I'll do it. Anyway, so look, y'all, I just want y'all to understand. Gigi Dan, I don't like driving through it either. There's some states I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'll pass. Also, Asia confirmed. She said Roseville is racist as hell. I just want y'all to know that's in Michigan, okay? I just want you to know y'all are confirmed. So anyway, we've been here an hour and 19 minutes. I appreciate all y'all. I thank y'all for supporting the channel. If you would kindly come join me at the boat party, I would love it. It would be fun times. There's so much beautifulness to be sown there. I think you'll love the winery. Go check out the previous video I posted on the winery. I'll put it out here. When people talk about they're waiting on a crash, this cracks me up. This right here cracks me up. I'd be like, baby, if you know the builders I know and people I know, they gonna build through this whole things. John said the white people ain't working there. I believe it. I believe it. Some of them little, I mean, I have some white friends that moved to a little rural part of Georgia, and they literally like, we got to get out of here. They're like, they're unfriendly to even us. So, but yeah, you guys listen. Prepare yourself. Boat party August 19th and 20th. The summit. Hope to see you there. I think you'll love it. And this is your girl, Erica. Classic Clown Blow. Later. Oh, no problem. No problem. I'm glad you cleared it up. I appreciate you. Yeah, that happens so much. We need more black razors. Yeah. All right, you guys. Have a great day.